In a world where one kid attempts the impossible, what he's doing has never been done before, ever. Onlookers around the globe watch on as he attempts the very first ever backflip. Roll the footage. Do not try this at home. I mean, you can, but you'd be at your own risk. We take no responsibility. If you get jacked up, that's on you. Enjoy. What's up, you guys? It's Alnos 100 or XPS Lemonade coming to you with a brand new video. Today I'm going to be talking about my first ever attempt at ever doing a backflip ever. I'm talking about this is the first time I've ever did one. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this back a few years ago. Okay, maybe like, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, I don't know, something like that. And maybe longer than that, I don't know. I'm not counting, I'm not doing the math, I don't feel like I'm lazy. I was in 3rd grade, and me and my good friend, one of my good friends at the time, actually we weren't good friends, we were best friends. And we still are very good friends, We don't talk on a regular basis as we do now. Well, as we did back then, because, we're in college, we're all off doing our separate things, but he's still doing good, I'm still rooting for him, supporting him, if we ever were to, cross paths, of course, we get together, chat and all that good stuff, just talk, just talk. But anyways, back on subject. Alright, so I was in 3rd grade, we were both in 3rd grade, and we used to always talk about things, how acrobatic we were, oh, I can do this, oh, I can do a front flip, oh, I can do a back flip, oh, I can do an aerial, oh, I can do a twisted back flip, blah blah blah, I can do a double back flip, just saying off the wall things sometimes. And then and the funny thing about it is my best friend, all this stuff he was saying he could actually do, but me on the other hand, I was straight up fibbing, I was lying, I was saying, oh, you can do a backflip, oh, I can do a twisted backflip, oh, you can do a front flip, oh, you can do a double front flip, man, come on, man, you're not competing with me. So then it came down to his birthday was coming up in a few weeks, and he had invited me to his house because his birthday party was at his house, and he has a trampoline, so he was like, hey, my birthday's in a few weeks, and you're invited to my birthday party. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks, man. But on the inside, I was like, oh crap, what the freak did I just do? When I get to his house, I'm gonna have to prove everything I've been talking about this entire time, or I'm just gonna look like the biggest clown ever. Might as well go in and hand me my red nose right now, because I know I'm about to show out and be looking straight up clueless. I need my big red shoes, my colorful wig, and my big red nose. But hey, I was like, well, I can't just not show up to my man party. So I was like, okay, hey man, of course I'm gonna be there, man, without a doubt, of course I'm gonna be there. So fast forward a few weeks later, we come to this party. My mom drops me and my brother off there. We're having a good time and all this stuff, chilling, playing some video games, and then he goes like, hey, you guys wanna go jump on the trampoline, and show off some of those cool tricks? And in my head, I was like, yeah, man, of course, man, yeah, man, I've been waiting on you to say that, man. I was wondering when you're gonna actually ask us that, man. I was starting to think you was lying this entire time. So then, we go out to his backyard and we get on the trampoline and all this stuff. And then he was like, all right, so you guys ready? Yeah, man. All right, so who wants to go first? And me being me, when he said you want to go first, I was like, well, no, let me dramatize it. He was like, who wants to go first? I was like this. All right, so this is the dude. He was like, who wants to go first? You. That was me. I said it extremely fast, like, hey, you go first. Hey, you go. Not me. Not yet. No. Go. So then, he's like, okay, cool. So he starts showing off his tricks. You see, this is a front flip right here. Boom. A backflip, twisted backflip, Oreo. And the Oreo is basically, it's a side flip. So basically, it's like a cartwheel with no hands, basically. And then he did a washing machine. What a washing machine is, it's either it's a front flip and back flip continuously, or a back flip and front flip continuously. Either way. So then he's like, oh, I'm like, okay, oh man, this is all dope, man. Hey man, dude, you got this down to a science, man. That's epic, dude. Jeez, man, I wish I could do that. And he was like, huh? What do you mean you wish you could do that? And I'm like, huh? I mean, yeah, man, of course I could do that. Shoot, man, yeah, look, let's go. And then he was like, okay, well, your turn. I'm like, oh, it's my turn? Like, right now? He's like, yeah, it's your turn right now. I'm like, so you want me to go right Now, you sure you don't got no more tricks you want to show off? Nah, I'm good. You sure? Yeah, I'm fine. You can go ahead and go. So I get up and I start bouncing, and I'm like, okay, guys, here I go. So I'm bouncing and I'm bouncing up. And let me first clarify, I can do a front flip. That's like the only thing that I wasn't lying about. I can actually do a front flip and land it. So I did a front flip, and I was like, whoa, what you guys think about that? I just did a front flip. Oh man, I killed that. Oh man, that was the coldest front flip I ever seen. And my brother and Ethan, they were like, oh yeah, that's dope. So you gonna do anything else? And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to do a backflip right now. So I'm jumping, getting myself prepared to whatever. I'm getting myself prepared for the worst because I don't know what the freak is about to happen. This is the first time I've ever attempted a backflip. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just like, just do it. Like Nike said, just do it. That's all I'm doing. So as I'm getting prepared, as I'm about to go, I'm like, I can't do it. Okay, Ethan. Okay, I can't do a backflip. I can't do anything else. I've been lying. Only thing I can do is a front flip. I've been lying about everything else. I can't do this. And he's like, oh, okay then. Well, I can teach you how to do it. And I was like, what? For real? It's really that easy? You can actually teach me how to do a backflip in like 15 minutes? And he's like, yeah, it's easy. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, all right, so first thing you want to do is, you want to start bouncing up and down and all this stuff. And, you just want to fall back. All you got to do is fall back. Well, not literally fall back, but, jump backwards. All you got to do is just make a backwards motion. And then from there, you just be good. Because he said, he was like, it's going to take a little practicing, to get used to. But when you starting off, just fall backwards. Just keep on falling backwards. And then you go from falling backwards, start making the motion of doing the backflip and all that. Boom. So I bypassed all that. I was like, screw that. Let me get straight up to the backflip. So I was like, okay, here I go, Ethan. All right, so this is all I do. All right, so I just go backwards. I just jump backwards, right? He's like, yeah, so all you got to do is jump backwards. It's that simple. So I'm like, okay, so I just jump backwards, right? And he's like, yeah. All right. Okay, so here I go. Okay, I'm about to do it right now. Here we go. My first ever attempt at doing a backflip. So at this moment, when I start making the backwards motion when I jump up and I got my momentum, I didn't know what was going on, okay? Like, when it got to where I was mid-air and I was upside down, and when I was coming down, all I saw was a straight up trampoline, and I saw my face was about to straight up smack dab right in front of, wrong choice of words. All I saw was me about to smash my face straight into the trampoline, like a scene out of a cartoon where you see somebody's head gets smashed into the ground or something like that, and then when they remove that, they try to pick it up or something or get it from being unstuck because the impact and it's flat like a pancake or something like that. That's how I felt, because when I came down, I landed straight on my face. I landed exactly on my face, and I was like, whoa, I think I just did a backflip. Whoa! So, instead of being like, oh man, what the freak, man, that sucked, I landed on my face, I was happy as crap. So I'm like, wow, technically I did a backflip. I mean, I didn't land it, but I did a backflip. So this means I can actually start doing backflips now. This means I learned something new. I'm not just a one trick guy now, I'm a two trick guy. I can start doing front flips and backflips. What they got on me? But here's my next challenge. I had to do it again. So either was like, oh man, that's great, man, you did it. Now all you gotta do is do it again. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. If I did it once, I can do it again. So I'm getting ready to do it. I'm getting ready. I'm preparing myself mentally and physically. So I do the same motion again, but this time the first time I did it, I sort of felt, I didn't know what was going on, so I did it one more time. But this time when I did it, it was a whole lot smoother because I was already used from doing it the first time, and I got sort of accustomed. It was only off. Excuse me, you guys, that was my phone going off. Matter of fact, how rude am I? Let me put my phone on silent real quick. I am so sorry, guys. That is entirely my fault. But anyways, I was like, okay, here we go. Jumping up, getting that backwards momentum, and then just go for it. Just gotta go for it. Just do it, like I said, Nike said. So I do it, but this time it was a whole lot cleaner. I still didn't land it, but I managed to land on my knees, which is a whole lot better. Then on my third attempt, I did it again, and I almost landed it. It's like I landed it for like 0.5 seconds, and then I fell down. So at this point, I was like, okay, cool. So I'm starting to get used to the motion of doing this. This is going good. I'm about to learn backflips. This is going good. This is how I wanted it to be. Let's do this. I'm ready. I'm pumped. Let's get to it. So, I'm like, okay, this is sweet. This is sweet. I'm starting to learn backflips, man. This is awesome. So then after a while, me, my brother, of course my brother did tricks too, but my brother, he wasn't even trying to go for doing the backflip. He was just doing his front flips and all those. He just did different variations of front flips. He did different variations of front flips. So, after a while, I jumped on the trampoline. Like, all right, well, this is getting sort of boring. You guys want to do something else? So we're like, yeah, we can go do something else. All right, so we do go do something else. I think we went to go play basketball or something like that. I don't exactly remember. No, did we? Yeah, we did go play basketball for a little bit. Was hanging out, chilling out, and all that stuff. And then fast forward a few hours later, we're back home. My brother's inside doing this thing, and I'm outside. Because I also have a trampoline. And now, guys, this is the most messed up part. I also have a trampoline, but the only thing I legit did on there was backflips. I meant front flips. I did nothing else but front flips. But since I had just learned the backflip, was getting to learn it, I was like, no, I can't stop there. Because if I stop then and I wait a week or something, I'll be scared to do it again. So as soon as I got home, I went straight to the backyard and I started jumping on my trampoline. And I was doing nothing but backflips for like an hour and a half. Like I was trying to make sure that this would not leave me and that I'm not scared to do backflips. This is not gonna go out the way I want it to be. I gotta do this. So after a while, I'm like, okay, this is sweet. I've officially learned backflips. I've learned a new skill. I picked up something different. This is awesome. So I'm like, all right, I finally learned something new. I'm not a one-trick pony no more. So I'm like, well, that's it. The next thing was to learn them on the ground, but I wasn't doing that because that was a whole different subject that I was not trying to get into. That was something completely different, and I was not. Now doing them on the ground, even now I think I'm confident in doing it on the ground now. It's just that at the time, I was like, if I do this on the ground, I don't know what'll happen. I'll really end up with a pancake face because I'll be smacking dead into the pavement. I just didn't know what was gonna happen. But you guys, that wraps up the video for today's video. Well, I'm not even gonna say today's video, but this wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, explaining my first ever attempt at doing the backflip and how I failed horribly and landed straight on my face, flat pancake style. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and please share with your friends if you can. That really helps me out. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Have a good day, evening, morning, whatever you're having. Deuces.